Ladies, gentlemen, one and all, welcome to the All Soulstorm Unification once again, where today we are doing a little bit of a replay commentary, because I'm out tomorrow, so I don't really have time to stream. I am going to be here on Kia Harad, I think this map's called, in player 1 spawn position as Tekarn, in what I presume is the player 2 spawn location. We have the Imperial Fists, a very nice blue colour scheme, very nice. In player 3's position we have the Raven Guard. Let's see how much they rave today. In position 4 is more Imperial Fists. Yes, we have 2 Imperial Fists here, such as the random nature of random Dao. In position 4, the Legion of the Damned. In position 6, Salamanders. In position 7, some fallen angels. I had to think of the words there for some reason. That's never a good sign when you're starting a quote-unquote post-commentary. Whatever. And in position 8, we have the Death Guard. So, yeah, I fancy doing a post-commentary today. This is a game that I played about 2 hours prior to actually recording this. I was going to just record it straight away, but then I got distracted doing other things like eating noodles. So, yeah, that's, this is slightly later, but I do mostly remember what happened. I'm also hearing fighting already. Yeah, the Breach is taking some pot shots at the Raven Guard scouts, and me taking some pot shots at the Primaris Scout Marines of the Raven Guard. In the meantime, the Fallen Angels are chasing away a scout squad from this strategic point here. Legion of the Damned also chasing Salamanders away from that strategic point. I'm mostly going to be trying to focus on me, but we might as well keep an eye on what's going on around the map as well. Raven Guard is getting shot at by both the Breaches and the Legion Outrider. They sort of formed a temporary alliance in order to beat up the Primaris. It sounds like the Warhammer community in a nutshell. And I have engaged the player 2 Imperial Fists, along with Raiden, who has come out for the right, or Makoto, as the case may be. The Death Guard has got slightly upset that I took the relic, and has sent its Plague Lord. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so, Plague Lord beating up a listening post. Very rude. I am attempting to take the listening post here down, but unfortunately the Imperial Fists has taken exception to that, and has sent all of its forces to come and stop me. Can't say I blame them. Their whole shtick is fortify, and they have most definitely fortified by putting a las cannon on it. Unfortunately, I do not really have enough forces to deal with the Imperial Fists at the moment, so retreating is in order. The Death Guard also have actually taken that relic because my forces were split, so I could not stop that. They are, however, also engaging the second Imperial Fists. The Breacher team here getting hit from 3 sides. Not good for them, but hey-ho. And the Raven Guard have pushed me off of that point there. Oh, you might have noticed as well with the resources, this is on high resource rates. I forgot to mention that at the very start, which, again, great for post-commentary. You don't actually announce the thing properly. This is why you're not going to be seeing me doing casting anytime soon. Well, I suppose technically this is casting. Post-commentary is just another name for it. Apparently, the Plague Lord wants power. Well, they'll have to wait until they get the leader upgrade researches for that. A Nurgle cultist squad has decided to try and head over this way, but unfortunately was stopped by a swarm of Tekarn warriors with plasma pistols, which I have now researched. I believe I am also nearly tier 2. Yes, I am. There we go. Tier 2 has been achieved. What do I do with it? We'll find out soon. The Raven Guard and the Imperial Fists, the secondary Imperial Fists, are having a fight, but the Raven Guard are pushing them back. Unfortunately for the secondary Fists, their forces are mostly standing back at their base, and they don't really have all that many. Meanwhile, the Fallen Angels are actually attempting to take out the Salamanders. The Legion of the Damned has also lost an engagement somewhere, because their Legionnaires are on fire at the moment. The Player 2 Fists have launched an attack. I have a group of warriors. I have some militia rangers with a heavy stubber. But, as I am tier 2, I also have the classic Banzai charge. In we go. Time for stabbing. Stabby, stabby. Now, these are standard Space Marines, so they are not really going to be able to stand up to being repeatedly shanked with a katana. Unfortunate for them. That's right, I'm actually microing to a degree. Got the they got the Tengu General out. Not the Tekarn General, as I was about to call them, though I suppose that is technically still correct. They are indeed Tekarn. Imperial Fist Breacher team seems to have been caught out of position by the Raven Guard, and goes down relatively quickly. They're stealthing some of their Marines, the old Raven Guard, and they are setting fire to the Imperial Fists. Sucks to be them, I guess. Looks like the Salamanders are pushing back the Fallen Angels, though the listening post has gone down, and has, in fact, by the looks of it, been capped by the Fallen Angels. The Legion of the Damned are currently training Attica. I'm not sure what tier they are. They have 4, and it's not going down, so it must be tier 3? Potentially? Anywhere between tier 2 and 3. But they have a Dreadnought, so we've got that at least. In the meantime, I've got me a Tsunami Tank. And we are now starting to push into the Imperial Fists in Player 2 positions. Player 2's position. Yeah, is it his base? Ooh. Yes, I do have the THK War Correspondent now. I got them relatively early, but yeah, I just attached them to a Tekarn Warrior squad. I also attached the Tengu General to a Tekarn Warrior squad. Ooh. Legion of the Damned were actually attempting to come and take this relic. And had Attica not run away, they might have actually succeeded. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Ooh, the Salamanders are pushing in on the Legion. And Salamanders, of course, have a lot of flamers. Unfortunately, Legionnaires that are broken do the extra damage. So, yeah, that tactical squad kinda got beaten up. They are actually going to take that relic. I think I remember that, actually. Alexandro is dead. He was out for approximately 30 seconds. Unfortunately, getting shot at by, what is this? It's about 10, 20, 30, 44 las guns, as well as multiple plasma pistols. Okay, maybe it's not 44 las guns because there are sergeants in it, but whatever. Yes, didn't do him well. And the first player is defeated, and it is the Imperial Fists. They did not fortify well enough. Sucks to be them. Now, the funny thing about Legion here, right? So, the Legion of the Damned do not have resources, obviously. So, they... I do not believe they actually get any advantages on harder and insane. I can't remember. I might have heard somewhere that they got a build time increase, but I don't know if that's the case offhand. Or like time to build decrease. And they try to build a heavy bolter turret, but Razorback is going to see that they do not. Looks like a bot fly is flying over the Fallen Angels. The Plague Lord has decided to go in alone. I admire his courage, but I don't think that's the wisest strategy. Even a tier 2 Titan should not really be sent in alone. The Death Guard do appear to have gone for one of the companies that allows them to get plague zombies. I believe they went for Company 1 because they got the Temple of Disease first. So, yeah, I believe they went for Company 1. Which is a good company. I don't mind Company 1. For Company 7, personally, but hey, what can you do? Looks like the Salamanders came to try and take this point, but the Death Guard already had it. The Raptors here trying to chainsaw the Rhino, and it's going about as well as I expected. Malignant Plague Caster doing his thing. The Fallen Angels are holding pretty well. They're not doing too badly. Although they are kind of trapped in their base, so they're going to get out-resourced. The Salamanders, meanwhile, look like they are on the hunt. As are the Raven Guard, as it turns out, as they are currently beating up a Legion Dreadnought after they were trying to push into the Imperial Fist's base. Unfortunately, the Legion kind of got in the way a bit. Got all their invisible Space Marines there. What the Raven Guard have not noticed, however, is this. Yeah, I'm now pushing into the Raven Guard's base. That is, there we go, get some nice shots at the battlefield. A single Legion Dreadnought holds the land. No, never mind. And funnily enough, that has actually caused the Raven Guard and the Salamanders to start fighting. Just another day in the Imperium, really. The Legionnaire squad there that just blinked out of existence. Looks like someone's getting hit with a hammer over here. Yep, the Raven Guard is getting bonked on the head. He has been banned from life. The Raven Guard, however, I think has finally cottoned on that maybe something's amiss. No, No, they're still quite happy fighting over here, while I'm blinking away at their base. I do not know why Raiden is just standing there and throwing lightning at a building. And there we go. Must have had her on the wrong stance. These Centurions did attempt to come in, but yep, some lasguns showed them what for. One lone Centurion gets away, and then decides to come back again. Is this going to help him? We shall see. No, it didn't. The Raven Guard are very quickly waddling back to their base. They did use the old the sprint ability to try and get back here on time. Nice force immediately turning around and firing upon them. And the Raven Guard vanish into the ether as their HQ is destroyed. Meanwhile, the Legion of the Damned had teleported their portal over here due to the advance of the Salamanders, which has pushed in to their base here, which I missed while I was busy admiring me blowing up a building. So, yeah, they teleported pretty much directly into my base, which, not the wisest solution, I think, or the wisest idea they've ever had, but, yeah. Grand Guji firing her hand crossbow. And the Kuju Guard, which you can get by getting the Tengu General. They are a unit specific to you having her. And you also need the... I keep forgetting what it's called. There's a specific research at the armory. There's supply, something supply. I also got the Oni Ogrins. Now, we have not seen these in action. I got them on a stream, but by the time they actually got to the fight, the game was over. So, yes, consider this their first proper outing on the channel. You can get these if you go for Khorne. Yes, I've dedicated myself to Khorne today. They are specific to Khorne worship. And, yeah, they have the... I can't remember the name of it, but the classic beating stick. And they have a shield. Which is nice. And, yeah. That guy's even got a sword. Our forces are under attack, are they? Not sure where that was. Oh, yeah. So, I'm not entirely sure how they did it, but the Plague Burst Crawlers kept firing random random plague things at me. I'm not entirely sure what ability it was. But, hey-ho. The Fallen Angels are pushing back against the forces of Nurgle. Unfortunately, they forgot their inoculations, so they're just going to get... They are most definitely going to be getting down with the sickness. Oh, rip them.
The Shogunate has been expanded.
Meanwhile, I've sort of set up over here. Yeah, you can see the poison thing there. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Maybe I'll have to play the Death Guard again at some point. We just... Yeah, Makoto just watches as her enemies fight each other. Why, after all, would she risk her own troops when you can just let them murder each other? Also, I'm pretty sure I just heard... Yep, got both my Lehman Russes out now. I also got the cannon, Yeah. I don't think you'll probably get to see it again, see it firing. But, yeah, I did get this. It was somewhat useful for blinking away at something that went into our base, but... Oh, it looks like the salamanders are pushing this way. Our forces are under attack. Here comes the Terminators. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just full of references today. But yes, the fact that the salamanders and the Death God are both trying to murder the fallen angels means that they are actually going to be fighting each other outside the base and calling down a orbital bombardment on the Death Guard as the zombies go flying. Yes, zombies fly now. Whee! Look at them go. Well, we would look at them go if I had not just panned the camera into a cliff. Well done, Caldaris. Hey, that is a lot of salamanders. They are definitely numerous, that's for sure. The Fallen have got their a sort of hover vehicle out, that's name I can never remember. It's, yeah, Ravenwing, that's the one. Don't think it's gonna do particularly well though, because yep, it was sitting directly in range of a laser destroyer. The Imperial Fists, meanwhile, are about to get Tekarned. They're about to get a visit from the Shogun, including a Blizzard Lehman Russ, and I have a Volkite one around here somewhere. Yes, an incinerator. Yes, I managed to avoid my usual thing of just making sure I get both the same Lehman Russ so that it's sort of kind of symmetrical, but the Ogrins getting hit by our own plasma cannons. Sounds about right with me. Honor Guard went down. Assassin. Oh, their Thunderfire cannon has been caught out of position. Bye-bye to the Thunderfire cannon. Meanwhile, over here, a Razorback makes its way back to base for repairs. And the Librarian has decided that he's having none of that shit and just wandered off as well. Looks like the Fire Drakes here are at least I assume they're the Fire Drakes. Yep, that is indeed Tushan. Tushan is hitting Death Guard, or would be. He didn't keep getting blasted by artillery. Oh. You are really tanky, aren't you, Tushan? Which I suppose makes sense. They are salamanders. They've probably got the tier 3 health upgrades by now. Yeah, the Grand Guji stabs the Tech Marine. Ogrins, or Oni-grins as I've been calling them. Just hitting some buildings. And where's the frames gone? This is the unfortunate thing of having the camera at this angle. Ooh, what is going on here? Looks like the salamanders are pushing to the Fallen Angels base. He was trying to fist a Marine. Not go to plan. Looks like, yeah, they've They went deep into the Fallen Angels base, and it did not go necessarily to plan. And 4 bot flies just fly over the cliff and start taking out vehicles. Not to mention other things, as plague crawlers blast them from the other side of the cliff. They did once again come over here and break the relic that I had taken back, but luckily for me, I've got a friend. Its name is King Oni. Stompy, 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 stomp. And we've also got some of the old grenadiers. They're not called grenadiers, but that's what I'm calling them. Because their name has completely escaped me. Grey Spectres, that's the one. Yep, it's dead. So now my army is pretty much making its way back to the battlefield. What little military forces I have over here are currently fighting with the Death Guard, taking a few opportune kills while they can. Salamanders are once again just sort of happenstance fighting the Death Guard, and we shall ignore the terrible grammar in that sentence. Librarian is melting a Vindicator. Bodflies have not managed to take out that Ravenwing Vengeance, though it doesn't look like they've actually been targeting it. So, I mean, how much health does that have left? It has 2 Bodflies down, but the Ravenwing Vengeance is still on, like, at least half health. Got a Demon Prince of Nurgle. Not the Eater of Lives, that's the unique one that spawns for Company 4, is it? Yep, he's fighting a Dreadnought. And who shall be the victor of this fight, I wonder? Also, there's a chaplain there just bonking him on the knee. As you do. But it looks like the Dreadnought has gone down, and the chaplain has very much overextended and got stomped on. Well, that is very unfortunate. That's the last place you want to be, is under a Demon Prince's feet, especially one of Nurgle. They probably smell horrific. The Lehman Russ just doing a complete 180 there. In comes the tank division of the Shogunate. Oh, and we've got the... yes. We've got the rare variant. On one of them, anyway. And the Blizzard Cannon. Proving its worth here as it slows down the already slow Death Guard even more. King Oni with his lightning cannon that I have equipped him with that I forgot to mention. Thinking away at everything that comes into range. I know King Oni is more meant to be a melee titan, at least it starts in a in assault mode. But yeah, I like equipping it with a lightning cannon and sticking it in range mode. It's the as they fight over there, I go over here. Death Guard make their way back into the fray. Not that they ever left it, because there's salamanders right behind them. They are trapped in between the Shogunate and the salamanders. Shogunate and the salamanders. Sounds like an expansion for Total War Warhammer 3. The Fantasy Japan and probably Blizzard men, I guess, the name like salamanders. Yep, Grey Spectres definitely being annoying. But, yeah, the Death Guard are trying to sort of move forces in, but it's not going too well for them. My Volkite Lemanrus has, for some reason, moved up to the front. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know why. It's because I had them on a separate control group, because I was getting annoyed with the Dow pathing. And what is going on in the Fallen Angels base? Well, the Tech Marine just got completely fucked. They told him to retreat, but they didn't listen. They just didn't listen. The Salamanders take out Fallen Angels in, like, less than a minute. As I take out the Death Guard. That means we have, indeed, a Shogunate versus Salamanders finale. There, another Demon Prince spawns in and gets immediately murdered. Like, that wasn't even 10 seconds. Yeah. There is just too much fire coming in. Or fire and frost, as the case may be. Good old Grey Spectres. Remind me of the jump jet infantry from Tiberium Sun, except these folks are more useful than the jump jet infantry from Tiberium Sun. Jump jet infantry were kind of meh. And the Salamanders do start coming in. They have actually made their way into my base. They have just completely ignored my cannon. They dropped off a librarian for reasons. So, yeah, I have to sort of panic scramble some more units. Luckily, I had the pop space for it. We'll see them in a moment. The Salamander's other units, however, the ones that were coming from the Fallen Angels side of things, not having such a good time. They called it an auto bombardment on my Titan construction building, which is just rude. But yes, we have got our tank buses over here, zapping the librarian. Grey Spectres have made their way over the cliff to assist with the anti-vehicle stuff. Or more specifically, the Land Raider, the other one. Land Speed up, there we go. And here comes the Terminator pack. There is only one solution for this. And that is murder. Murder and ion cannon. There is one slight side problem with the ion cannon call-in, however, and that is this. Yeah, Makoto was... the fuck? Okay, I shall report that. Yeah, Makoto was kind of in range of the ion cannon blast. I tried to move her away from it, but I misclicked and instead just sent her into it. So, yeah, Makoto got kind of blown up. Makoto the Explodido. Anyway. No matter, we shall push on without her. There are 3 scouts here that are very much holding the line. Not that we can see them, because, yeah, we only have 2 forms of detection out currently, and that is the THK correspondent, and well, we did have the Eternal Shogun, but yes, the Eternal Shogun, like I said, kind of exploded. So yeah, none of that. Oh, the another salamander vehicle going down, another one going down. And we have, once again, more invisible scouts. They're heavy bolters. I do like equipping scouts with heavy weapons like that. It's always hilarious. You pew-pewing. Pew-pewing that. That Tech Marine was not long for this day. Also, I think I've just realised that I called the Fallen Angels Warp Smith a Tech Marine. Ooh, they are being sneaky. They move towards my base under the cover of shadow, or cameline, but it's beside the point. Well, the Ogrins are broken for some reason. Okay, yep, there's an orbital bombardment. And everyone goes flying. Ogrins run from the field of battle. Shameful display. But luckily, yeah, they managed to get over it. And yes, I even have some of these. Oh, also, yeah, I was busy following the scouts. I also got the Eternal Empress, who is currently just standing there. There we go. Think on the Ogrins again, though they seem to be quite content to just stand behind the tank. Horn would be ashamed of them. I should follow this guy's example and just run in. You know, what you got there? You're some sort of torch, I think. I should probably be watching the battle, but yeah. Ooh. Well, look who turned up. Never mind. I think that was a Primaris Force Commander. And they also have, or should I say, had a Tekarn. Yeah, I do actually have transports, and I did actually use them. Again, mainly because I was getting annoyed with the Hellpath thing. And, we would say bye-bye salamanders, but unfortunately, yeah, they rebuilt over here. So, yeah, this is, when you're just standing on top of this, and you're just like, looks like a load of shit's going down over there. I should probably stay over here. Or, you know, maybe go back to your battle barge. But I think this game has pretty much run its course. For now, there is not really much that can stop me. Yes, I did not get out the Shogun Executioner, unfortunately. I forgot to rebuild the Titan building. And, yeah. I did not get out Caldaris, the Giga Fortress. Because again, I did not rebuild the building. So... oh well, what can you do? And there it is. The game is very much over. And the Ogrins are happy. They look angry, but then they worship corn, so yeah. They are shrouded in the mists of battle. Actually, quite get a good. It's quite a fun little screenshot, actually. Yes, that is about it. Still, that was a fun match to play. I enjoyed that. There you go. Music we got on in a minute. Oh, God, Cameron Dow, I swear. I will get this damn picture. You know what? That will probably do. Yeah, I have to take, because of the, obviously, like, the words that go up here, I have to kind of take slightly less close-up photos. And, yeah, it ends up with, I don't know. Anyway, yes, I should stop taking screenshots for the thumbnail. Chances are I probably won't even use those because they took a load during the actual battle itself. And I shall show you the score screen and then I shall bugger off. Because, yeah, that's the end of it. At least I will do if the game loads the thing. Yeah, high resource rates can be very entertaining. The problem is it obviously it makes the AI go absolutely ballistic, especially on higher difficulties. So it's one of those things where you need to play better than you would when you're just playing casually. And that is why I did it as a replay commentary, because, yeah, if I try and play that live, yeah, I'm probably going to end up making a series of unfortunate errors. Apparently, the salamanders are only about 10k points ahead of me in resources. Not too bad. I killed 481 units and lost 130, which isn't bad considering I'm pretty sure, the only guard faction there. Yeah, I was. The rest were all Space Marines. Well, technically, I mean, Fallen Angels, they have the Fanatics, but I still count them as a Astartes faction. How did the Legion of the Damned gather one requisition? That is very confusing. The Legion of the Damned here just breaking the rules of the universe. But hey, haven't we all broken the rules of the universe at some point? So, with all that said, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, I have been Caldaris. Goodbye.